Since its inception in 1948, the State of Israel has been the focal point of ongoing international discourse, characterized by complex and contentious issues regarding allegations of crimes against humanity. This narrative delves into a series of events that have shaped contemporary perspectives on Israeli actions in the region, scrutinizing historical incidents and examining their implications. After the United Nations' 1947 Partition Plan was accepted by the Jewish leadership but rejected by Arab leaders, the establishment of Israel in May 1948 heralded the beginning of a contentious period, marked by the First Arab-Israeli War. During this time, allegations regarding the expulsion and displacement of Palestinian Arabs surfaced, giving rise to the term Nakba, which means catastrophe in Arabic. Approximately 700,000 Palestinian Arabs were displaced, a situation that remains a pivotal reference point in discussions about Israel's responsibilities under international humanitarian law. In subsequent decades, Israel's geopolitical maneuvers and military engagements have often drawn scrutiny. The Six-Day War of 1967 resulted in Israel's occupation of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem, among other territories. This occupation is often cited in allegations of violations of international law, particularly the Fourth Geneva Convention, which prohibits the transfer of an occupier's population into the territories it occupies. This has led to the establishment of Israeli settlements, a practice viewed by many international bodies as a breach of international law. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has frequently erupted into violence, with episodes such as the 1982 Lebanon War, where Israeli forces were implicated in the massacre of Palestinian refugees in the Sabra and Shatila camps by their allies. The incident sparked global condemnation and raised questions about Israel's accountability in the oversight of their allied forces. Moving into the 21st century, the issues of alleged crimes against humanity have been further brought to light through repeated conflicts in Gaza, particularly highlighted by military operations such as Operation Protective Edge in 2014. The use of force by Israel, which resulted in a significant number of civilian casualties and extensive damage to infrastructure, has been a subject of numerous United Nations reports and international human rights organizations' findings. These reports often cite indiscriminate attacks and blockade conditions that have created a humanitarian crisis, challenging the legal justification of such military actions under international law. The blockade of Gaza, enforced since 2007, has drawn criticism for its impact on the civilian population, restricting the flow of goods and impeding access to essential services. Human rights organizations assert that the blockade constitutes collective punishment, rendering conditions in Gaza nearly uninhabitable and further inflaming the humanitarian situation. In addressing these allegations, it is essential to consider Israel's perspective, which frequently cites security concerns and the need to protect its citizens from attacks by militant groups operating within Palestinian territories. The complex interplay of defensive measures and aggressive policies continues to fuel debate about the proportionality and necessity of Israel's actions. As the narrative unfolds through the present day, the international community remains sharply divided. Efforts to resolve the conflict through negotiations have repeatedly stalled, and the pursuit of accountability for alleged war crimes has been met with diplomatic challenges. In conclusion, the discourse surrounding Israel's actions from 1948 to 2024 is deeply intertwined with narratives of survival, security, and sovereignty, counterbalanced by profound humanitarian concerns. It is a testament to the enduring complexities of regional politics and the broader quest for peace and justice. As we reflect on these events, the challenge remains to engage in dialogue that acknowledges the multifaceted realities of this historical and ongoing conflict, working towards a resolution that upholds human rights and fosters lasting reconciliation.